All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, Jermell Charlo checks both Jaron Ennis and Terence Crawford at the same time, letting them know who the real 154-pound champion is. Specifically saying none of these dudes are 154-pound champions. But since we're talking about 154, and many people also say that Jaron should be going to 154, we're also going to throw Jaron and Jermell in a contrast comparison into this video as well. Let's do that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. In this video, we're going to be in the 154-pound division where one of the best 154-pounders of this century, Jermell Iron Man Charlo, let it be known that he is coming back. He is coming back to 154, and there ain't no champions at 154 other than him. And I have to tell you, I agree with him because Jermell Charlo was the undisputed champion at 154, and he did not lose those belts in the ring. He got stripped because he moved up to 168 to fight Canelo Alvarez. However, he says he's coming back, and since he's coming back and he's in that division, all bets are off with the people that consider themselves to be champions in my book. Now, before I get into the details of it, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a long time supporter or subscriber thank you guys so much. And thank you to everybody that supports in the super chats and the cash apps. It really does make a big difference to the channel. But let's get into this because Terence Crawford is listed as a 4-division champion. He had the WBO championship at 135. He became undisputed. He had all 4 belts at 140 and 147 pounds for his second and third divisions. His next division for the 154-pound division, though, which he entered into to fight Israel Madmirov, when he won the WBA title, the WBA world title. That is what would be his 4th weight division. However, the fact that Jermell Charlo held the real title, never lost it in the ring, always intended to come back after his layoff, and the fact that Jermell Charlo, when he fought Canelo Alvarez, held all the other belts, tells you exactly who the man in that division is. And if he's fighting in that division, I don't really think you can count Terence Crawford as being a 4-division champion. And I do think I don't think that that's going to hit his legacy much. But if this Terence Crawford fight does not go, the Terence Crawford Canelo Alvarez fight doesn't happen, which there is a probability that it will not happen. What is the probability? I couldn't tell you, but I know that there is a significant chance that it won't go through for a variety of reasons. One of them is that, hey, man, you never know what's going to happen with Canelo Alvarez and William Skull. If that winds up being where Canelo Alvarez loses to William Skull, or William Skull really puts something on him and it looks like it's a bad fight and people are saying, no, you need to run it back with William Skull, that could throw monkey wrenches in the Terence Crawford Canelo Alvarez fight. Also, the fact that Turki Al-Sheikh and these guys want to put this fight on in Vegas. And if they're going to do it in Vegas, Canelo and Terence Crawford in Vegas, there's no way in the world they're going to be able to pay the money that they say that they're paying these guys, for that fight. So that's going to put Terence Crawford into a position of, okay, what do I do? Are you going to campaign at 168 pounds? Probably not, because you know full well David Benavidez would be more than happy to go down there and beat you up at 168 pounds, or if you wanted to go to 175. But you know Terence Crawford is not going to stay there. Terence Crawford wants to get a quick hit a quick lick off Canelo Alvarez, thinking that maybe, because Canelo Alvarez has been slowing. Canelo Alvarez has been going the distance with guys like Berlanga, going the distance with guys like Jaime Munguia, that type of stuff. That's just not, you can tell that Canelo Alvarez is really, really not at his peak. So we'll see what happens with Terence Crawford and if he actually gets that fight. But if he doesn't, it doesn't matter. If he does, he doesn't matter. For me, he's going to be, and I think Jermell Charlo is right, he's going to be it'll be a 4-division champion at 168. Now, that'd be a crazy thing to do because he would be the undisputed champion at 168, 147, and 140. And that is something tremendous in and of itself. But I don't see a high likelihood of that popping off. I wonder what is going to happen. But I want to see, is Terence Crawford do what Terence Crawford said he was going to do in the first place, which was fight Jermell Charlo. I do believe Canelo, since Terence Crawford, since Jermell Charlo had fought, Canelo's had, Terence Crawford, since Jermell has fought Terence Crawford, I think has had one fight. I think he's had one fight since that point in time. Yeah, it is, because the Canelo Alvarez fight versus Jermell Charlo was after the Errol Spence Terence Crawford fight. And Errol's only fought one time. Terence has only fought one time since then with Ezra Madmarov. And Jermell Charlo's only fought one time since then with Canelo. So, a little bit longer, he got one fight up in there sooner, but I think those guys could still go at it. I would love to see that fight. Now, ultimately, what the big test at 154 is going to be, if Jermell Charlo is going to try to campaign and try to get all those belts back and become 2-time undisputed within the same weight class, he could very well do. Fight Sebastian Fundora. I think I would take Jermell Charlo. I would favor Jermell Charlo over Sebastian Fundora. But it would be a very, very difficult fight. To see Jermell back in there, though, with the likes of Virgil Ortiz and all those guys, I think would be a tremendous fight. I got Jermell Charlo knocking out Victor Ortiz, though. I think that would be a tough fight for Victor Ortiz. However, Jermell Charlo coming up there, if he gets his undisputed or whenever he decides, man, I think that's an absolutely fantastic matchup, too, between Jermell Charlo and Jaron Ennis. Whole lot of really good things can happen at 154 pounds with Jermell coming back. But the unfortunate thing is that Terence Crawford decided not to campaign in the weight class, but just to kind of catch one belt and then head up to Canelo and say that, after that he's going to retire. Now, if he wants to retire, I don't have a problem with Terence Crawford retiring. At a certain point in time, your body you get old, things get slower, you're bruised up, you want to spend time with your family. Retiring, cool, whatever, that's all good. But I do still want to see that action in 154 pounds, because 154 pounds has been one of the best weight divisions, if not the best weight division in boxing for years. Anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.